your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set?
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Come on, set, 18 Gator.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check your heart rate. Alert flare. Watch safety creeping.
You're out.
Safety's creeping. Switch. Shift.
They go.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
15 line.
Let's go. He's coming. We got double up. Check that.
2.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 8 read. You draw corporate. Go.
I got it.
Look at me. Zipper.
57. Come on. I got you.
Hey, exit.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Kill.
Undercut. Hard. 6 guys. Showing it. Fair.
Check.
5.
Back to throw. Eason flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Watch out. Check on it.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Dalton to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
To throw again. Eason. And a little floater there is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Bang, 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 bang. Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check. Check safety, check safety. Quick the edge. Go, go. Check 9, check 9.
And now with a play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Eason. And he's got it to Hearns. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Protein spill.
Check, check.
Back to throw. Eason. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, do.
Check Mike 57.
Yeah.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 14. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ready?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Jump. What twist?
Hey, Sam off. Hey.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Bengals 7, Cowboys 0.
Ready up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Rush in. Kill.
Topper. Get it.
Now it's Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I smell fear in that offense. Go. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be
Ready?
Andy Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, Elliott.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw. Eason rolling to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Eason. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crack. Alert three. Shift.
Joe out.
Check hot route.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
10-2 saw.
Pull together.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12.
High 7.
57 to Mike. Here it comes. Mike's 57's Mike. Watch the slant.
Big rip.
Operating from the gun. Eason. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula?
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Good job.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hard, hard. Yo, faster. Shoot.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 2nd and 5. He's going to find Gallup here complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Run for Pollard. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Yo.
5. 57,
Looking to throw. Eason. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the delay, it's Mixon. A beautiful fake.
I got you, boy.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 15.
Ready?
Again, it's Mixon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
Passing, it's Dalton. Able to find Harris, complete. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Dalton here from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Dalton. He's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Hatchet.
Hey, Alpha.
Off play action. Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
He's coming.
Protein spill.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, let's go.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take X3. 218. Chop, get it.
Throwing. Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Squeeze.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. You draw Corker. Five.
Throwing again. Dalton to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Dalton's pass burned to the sideline and incomplete.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will even our score at 21. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Switch. Shit.
Back to throw. Eason. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And an update from the other NFL stadium in Ohio. That's up in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Dalton now to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm coming. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check back. Go.
From the gun, Dalton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Greystone travel.
57 to Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Five.
To throw on second down. Eason, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Elliott. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Ready up.
57 to Mike. Brilliant.
Now. Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. It's our time.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 23 yards, the final tally.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Ready.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch out.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 24. 36.
Hard. Get it.
On second down, it's Jackson. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Our time. It's our time. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Stand. Go.
Check three.
They run again with Jackson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Marr is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dalton wants to throw. Oh, able to avoid him. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
X3, 218, go.
All right, here's Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Ready.
First and 10.
Hey, Hayward. Shoot.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. And Woods has it complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Got it. Down. 60 or.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 57. Blue jaw quarters.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Deuce. 25. Check 20.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Squeeze. Get it.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 line. 16 line.
You can't block me.
Look at me. Door. Go.
Here's Pollard again. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see.